Hi there, I'm Rob from Harmony, and today I've got another guitar lesson for you, another guitar lesson talking about how to get started playing lead guitar. And today's lesson is going to be a little bit of a follow-on from the video that I made last week where I showed you 4 notes on the guitar and showed you how you can get started playing some lead guitar solo sort of things with just 4 notes. So we got rid of all of the complications of taking loads of scales and notes all across the fretboard, and we narrowed it down to just 4 notes, and the aim was to see how many different things that we could come up with just 4 notes, because that will really get you started on the right track to playing lead guitar. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to follow on from that, and I'm going to add 1 extra note to the little pattern that we did last week. We're going to recap it, don't worry if you haven't seen that video yet. So we're going to add 1 extra note to it, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how you can play that same shape in 3 different octaves. So that's going to give you a total of 15 notes that you can play on the guitar, and basically the amount of things that you're going to be able to do with those 15 notes is going to be pretty endless. So let's grab the guitar and let's get started. So here we are, we're back on the guitar now, and I'm going to very quickly recap what I talked about last week. So the 4 notes that we used was just 5-7 on the 4th string and then 5-7 on the 3rd string, a bit like this. And those notes are in the key of A minor. We know that because the 2nd note, which is this 7 here, because we went 5, 7, this 2nd note that we played is an A note, and that is our root note for this little shape. So this is in A minor. And the idea was that we just use these notes to play about with and see what cool things we can come up with just those notes. As a little example, just something like this. See, I'm using just those 4 notes, and I'm trying to come up with different things only using those notes. So anyway, as I said, today I want to add 1 extra note to that little shape. So it's going to be the same shape, 5-7, 5-7 on the 4th and 3rd string like this. But after I've finished this 7, I want to move it up to the 9th fret and add that. So 5-7, 5-7, 9. And that's going to give us so many more options with just adding 1 note of things that I can do and things that I can try. For argument's sake, just playing about, but that's the sort of thing that we're going to do. And again, if you tried this over a backing track, you'd have loads of different things that you could do. It really does take time to sort of develop that ability to be able to just play and come up with things off the top of your head without repeating yourself. But that's the idea behind this. There's no rush. Take your time and see what you can come up with just these 4 notes, and you might just be surprised. 5 notes in this case. But anyway, we've got 5 notes there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So as I said earlier, what we're going to do now is we're going to move those 5 notes to 3 different octaves. And if you don't know what that means, bear with us. So we were starting on the 5th fret and we did 5-7, 5-7 to start with on the 4th and 3rd string. So what we're going to do is we're going to move from our starting point of this 5, we're going to move down to the 3rd fret and up to the top strings, the lowest strings on the guitar. And we're going to play the same shape we just did. So instead of 5-7, 5-7, 9, we've now got 3-5, 3-5, 7, but on the lowest 2 strings of the guitar. And that is us playing exactly the same notes as we did here, but a lower version of them, a deeper octave of those same 5 notes. And if you start at this low version, you can actually connect the low version to the higher version, or the middle version, whichever you want to call it, by doing this sort of thing. So now I'm starting to get more of an interesting sound whilst playing the guitar and improvising and doing that sort of thing by only using 1 shape, but now I'm playing it in 2 octaves. I've got a low version and I've got a mid version. But we're going to take it a step further, and now we're going to find a higher octave of it, so the same 5 notes again, but even higher on the guitar. So we do that by, let's just play the first shape that we did, so 5, 7, 5, 7, 9 on the middle 2 strings. And from here, we want to then go back a fret, but down a string, and play the same shape there. So we're at the 8th fret here. And the notes there on the top 2 strings of the guitar, the thinnest 2, would be 8, 10, 8, 10, 12. So all together, these are all of the notes that we've just kind of pieced together. So all of those notes are exactly the same. Well, these 5 notes that we started off with are the same as the 5 notes that we found on the lowest strings, and then the same as the 5 notes that we've just found on the highest 2 strings. So altogether, there's 15 notes that we can use to then improvise with, and look how much of the fretboard that we've just covered. We've gone from the 3rd fret to the 12th fret, and we've gone all the way up here as well. So rather than just staying in one place, we've traveled about the neck, and it's going to look cool as well as sound cool, in theory. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jam over a backing track, the same one that I used in the last video, but I'm going to use those same 5 notes in all the different octave positions there, and just see what I can come up with, and see if we can get anything that sounds pretty cool, just to give you an idea of what you can do with these shapes, or this one shape in 3 different places. So let's give that a try. There you go guys, hopefully that lesson made sense and hopefully you enjoyed it as well. So the intent with this video is just to get people started playing lead guitar without confusing with all talk of scales and all this sort of thing. We're just using one shape, and then today we've talked about how to move that one shape to different places on the fretboard on different strings to still be able to play the same 5 notes, but hopefully have a lot more options as well within our playing to make things better when we're improvising, that sort of thing. So if you enjoyed the video, then please let us know below what you think. Click the like button if you did enjoy the video. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and hopefully we'll see you in the next one.